So I was scrolling through Twitter, as you do when you're procrastinating work. I see all of you. I saw this particularly interesting post and I just want to talk about it for a little bit. If a piece of user interface feels sci-fi, then what exactly about it that makes you think it's sci-fi? This little thing in this tweet actually has a name. It's called Greebly or Nerny, which it sounds stupid, but whatever. It's a detailing added to the surface of an object to make it appear more complex, therefore visually interesting. These are the visual affordances that tell you this feels sci-fi. Well, to me, it feels like ambient UI. Hi, I'm Anisa Sanusi. I'm a UI UX designer, and I'm going to talk about this shit for the next 4 minutes, so buckle up, keep your hands and arms and legs inside of vehicles, and remain seated at all times, because here we fucking go. Now, this ambient UI, is it a real term? No, I made it up. But it does describe this little phenomena of when tiny little details of a larger user interface system is essentially what makes or breaks the vibe of a video game. And it's these tiny details that players always tend to ignore. Alright, let's pull back for a little bit. Take this paragraph as an example. It doesn't matter in what order the letters... Ugh, sorry. Can't read my script because I'm old. Alright, let's pull back for a bit and take this paragraph as an example. It doesn't matter in what order the letters in a word are, the only important thing is the first and last letter be at the right place. The rest can be a total mess and you can still read it without a problem. This is because the human mind does not read every letter by itself, but the word as a whole. Similar to when playing a game, and when you're going through the UI, you're not necessarily taking into account the tiny little details, you're actually just absorbing the entire visual experience as a whole. This is what makes FUI, short for Fantasy UI, so effective at storytelling. If you look at the FUI in this anime called Get in the Fucking Robot, Shinji, you're not actually paying attention to the small text or what it's actually saying. You're looking at what's changing, like a timer showing time is running out, or abrupt changes that shows something is going to happen or has gone terribly wrong. This is the purpose of FUI in anime and movies. It's adding to the ambience to signify tension and urgency. In video games, the art direction can usually be summarized by a few core pillars. Take for example Persona 5. You know, if I'm gonna talk about UI, I will mention Persona 5. You can easily tell their pillars are sexy, stylish, and rebellious. Not only is this conveyed in its striking color palettes, but also in its movements and smooth screen transitions. Did it need to go this hard? Did it? Well, if you're fucking Persona 5 and you want people to cosplay your goddamn UI, yes you do! But adding to a game's ambience doesn't necessarily mean going all out. You can go the more subtle approach, like in Animal Crossing, it's clean, flat UI juxtaposed against a 3D world, showcasing the beauty of simplicity of a simple life on a simple island. Even something as small as an idle animation in a speech bubble adds to the friendly demeanor of the game. My friend Max from Twitter demonstrates ambient UI quite well in his indie game actually, where the gradual update on the speech bubbles, like vibrations and color variants, adds character and emotion to the scene, whilst, yep, you guessed it, adding to an ambience of the game. There's a lot of other ways you can use ambient UI to your game's advantage, like using shapes, typography, motion lines, 3D space even. The options are boundless. Alright, the next time you boot up your favorite video game, why don't you linger a little bit longer in the menus? Soak up the tiny little details that someone has spent probably days animating and polishing. Go tell your favorite UI artist just what a good job they're doing. After all, people usually notice UI only when it's bad. Guess that's why we designed them to be unnoticed. So tell me what you think about the UIs of the games that you play, and why don't you just give me a like and click that subscribe button and don't forget the little bell for your notifications. I'm joking, I don't have a YouTube channel, but you can give me money if you want. No, really, I want money. That's it. Just money's great. Girl, you need a haircut?